Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
That's my tagline.
No, babe, it's
and
my
you're saying it backwards.
Oh, okay.
I say welcome back to our channel, and then I say it's actually his channel because two have become one. That's my thing.
I'm emphasizing our channel.
Yeah, but it's not our channel, it's your channel.
Anyway.
You can't say my tagline.
Okay. So today we're going to discuss a very, very, very important topic. One that is a taboo in the culture where I come from. And apparently when I grew up, people rarely talk about this. Even they don't even talk about it. Like, from family to church to even the society does not permit you to share it. I know I'm being over dramatic, she would say, but the topic is sex in marriage. So, oftentimes when you get married, in my culture, the next thing that people expect is a baby. People are like, oh, looking at your wife's tummy, asking you, when is it going to happen? When are we going to eat rice? And baby coming into a family is a big thing for us, for in our culture. Is a huge celebration. Like, people kill cow to celebrate the birth of a child. And it's always expected that immediately you get married, you have to get pregnant. But in our case, they're still looking at
it.
me.
Ain't happening.
Yeah, they're still like, when is it going to happen? I'm like, look, see, my wife and I, we're going to rock life, enjoy life,
yeah, we're having
travel
a good
the
time.
world, have fun,
Let us have fun,
make money, get educated the more before we think about getting babies. Yeah. So I actually shared this with my parents and told them that they should, have patience with me. So they understand, but I do feel a certain level of pressure from family members and colleagues and friends, because of, the society where I grew up and where I grew up. So, we're going to talk about sex in marriage because it's very important. Don't allow anybody to lie to you that sex is not important in marriage. It is very important, and we're going to share our ups and downs, how, even the relationship itself can affect sex. So as you know, I just came here to the US, and, migrating here can also affect your emotional status, can also affect your sexual life. So we're going to share that. We're going to keep it on the table and break it.
So I think when a lot of people think of the honeymoon phase, the first couple weeks or the first year of your marriage,
yeah,
they think about excitement and joy and sex.
Yeah.
The expectation is that you're going to be having sex every day. It's going to be so exciting.
And the counter, the kitchen. Yeah, babe, it's true. It's true.
And before he got here, this is so funny. I was thinking about it a lot. We were long distance for our whole relationship. And so I was so excited that we were going to be living together and that our sex life was going to evolve. And I thought just like that, we're going to be having sex all the time, like multiple times a day. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah. And I was saying that to him. I was like, oh, when you get here, I'm going to be wearing all this lingerie, and this and that. And I really felt like that's what was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
But when he got here and we started living together, I didn't feel like having sex at all. Like, at all. Ever. And he gets here and he's like, huh? And when I say at all, I mean, like, I didn't have a sex drive.
Yeah.
And I want to get into some reasons for that in a second. But when I say I didn't have a sex drive, like, I didn't even feel horny. Like, whether he was there or he wasn't there or...
whether I was naked or not.
Yeah, like, I could see porn and not be aroused. Yeah. Like, nothing aroused me. I just didn't have any sex drive.
Yeah, that's very interesting because I remember how we used to talk about it. I want to just go back a little bit. And you said, oh, our new house, oh, we had the counter, the bathtub, the this. And I was fantasizing all this thing in my head. I was like, it was so huge that even when I saw you from the airport when you came to Nigeria, I was like, oh, we need to have sex. We need to have sex. But
remember when I was looking for a house and I was showing you those houses with the really nice bathrooms?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's so much space.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing was shocking to me, right? And not even shocking. It was like a torture to me.
Yeah.
That I came here and she just shut down.
Yeah.
Like, there was nothing I could do. I was so frustrated. Like, I didn't know what to do. I talked her into it. I did everything I could do.
Yeah.
And myself, at some point, I got tired. I got tired because I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, when we were in Nigeria, she will do everything. Like, we'll have,
She'll do everything.
Yeah, sections of sex. Like, from this different style, this and that. It will be so fun. Round 1, round 2. Like, there were spices in the sex, but once we get here, started living together, everything was so boring.
Yeah.
But I want you to watch this video to the end because we're going to give you tips on how and what we use to spice our sex life. Go ahead.
And even when we would have sex, it would take like 10 minutes in for me to even be aroused. And I would just be there. I was just like... And it was mostly to appease him because it was like I was rejecting him constantly. Yeah. And he was taking that very personally.
Very, very.
And he felt rejected as a person, like as a human. He felt like I didn't love him, or I didn't want him, or I didn't love him as much as he loved me.
So I have a question. How like, what was your thought process like? Did you recognize that you were not you?
I mean...
Did you recognize that there were changes? That's what I'm trying to say.
Of course. I've never had a period in my adult life where I didn't have a sex drive. Before then, I always felt like I had a higher than average sex drive.
Really?
And so it was very weird and almost scary for me because I was like, I don't really know what's happening to me. Right. And of course, we were going through a lot too. Our relationship was very rocky. Yeah. And I think that impacted it as well. Just not feeling good in our relationship. Like our relationship didn't make me feel good. Yeah. It was awful. It didn't make me feel good. And I think that definitely seeped into my sex drive, right? Yeah. And I think it's really not talked about a lot with newly wedded couples.
Yeah. No one tells you.
Yeah. That there may be times when, your sex life is not great. Yeah. And I think at that time it related to the state of our relationship not being good. But a low sex drive also can just come from feeling very stable and secure. I think...
What do you mean? What do you mean stable and secure, babe?
I think that maybe if it's the first time that you're in a long-term relationship where you feel secure, you feel loved, you don't feel unwanted, you know that you're in it for the long haul.
There's nothing to compete.
Not necessarily that, but I think like the excitement and the desire is not there as much because like it's more mundane. Yeah. You keep saying compete. I'm not saying that.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
Okay. I think like the relationship can become mundane and then also maybe what you're saying about compete. I think also that if you know for sure that this person wants you and loves you,
he's here with you.
You don't feel that need to be all over them. And so there are just phases like that where sometimes you just feel you're just chilling, like You just don't feel that excitement and that desire, and things ebb and flow. Like you can have phases where your sex drive is very high and then it's very low, and it happens.
Yeah, I think that's very true, that people do not talk about it. Like our parents do not say it. They don't, really come out to say, oh, this is how you're going to feel. This is what you're going to see as you're going into marriage. And even married people as well sugarcoat the whole thing. They don't make people know that, hey, as you're going in, the first few months of the marriage will feel like, it's fun, but after a while, things will start slowing down. Even the sex will be a chore, like you said.
Have I said that?
Yeah, you said, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell my wife, let's have sex. She'll be like, oh. She'll start calculating the steps of the process of sex, what you have to do, this, do that. And, I understand how, women feel, because we as men, we have a very high sex, like easy things turns us on, right?
Yeah.
Like we don't need to feel loved. We don't need feel like safe or secure. We just
You just see a naked body.
we don't need. We just switch. We just switch, and everything in our body will just stand.
See, it's the opposite for me.
Yeah.
Like a naked man has never made me feel aroused.
Really?
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 Really? Nothing about...
Even my nipple?
Literally nothing about looking at a naked man in the past or
Really?
at you now makes me feel like I want to have sex. Like I just feel comfortable with you being naked. It's just your body. It's just you, right? It's not like, oh, I want to do X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
I feel higher sex drive when I feel connected to you.
Oh, yeah, that's
when
true.
I feel we're just connecting very well, and I feel a lot of love between us.
Yeah, that's true, because during the time when we're always fighting, right?
Yeah.
When I try to, let's have sex, you always repel me, and that really makes me feel like you're punishing me, because...
Yeah, you were always saying that, and I was like, I'm not punishing you. I literally just don't feel like having sex.
I think that also happens in marriages, because maybe the couples who go out, hustle, come back home, and then maybe say something that offends each other, and then when they go to bed, the man will try to talk them with the woman into sex, right? The lady is not psychologically in terms with you, and then you want sex because you want to satisfy your
physical needs.
What your physical needs, but you don't know that you don't have the same sex drive with your lady.
Or you mean like the same, I guess, drivers that make you want
want to have sex. Absolutely. Yeah. So we as men, we are very different, and that's one thing you should understand. You should also have your own moments where you tell your wife, hey, look, you're very romantic, you're very nice, you're very good looking, you're very sexy, I love you, I know that, things are hard with us, but don't worry, things will get better. Try to make them feel loved, comfort, try to make them feel secure. That is when a woman will be able to, connect with you. And it's not like I never used to tell my wife these things, but it's very hard to come out in a sincere heart when you're fighting with your wife, when you're having issues every day. And little things like that pisses her off, and she will just switch. The whole night she will just switch. And I'll be like, you.
I don't do all that.
Shut up, you do it.
No, I don't. I've never done that.
Babe, you are.
No, I haven't. I never throw your hand around.
Well, that's how I used to feel.
I'm just like
you see? Yeah. Babe, I think this is one of those things that makes men to go outside marriage to have sex, because they feel rejected by their wives. Do you agree?
I don't think it's their wives' fault that they're cheating. You can make your own decisions for yourself. If you decide to cheat, it's because you decided to cheat. Like, I don't think it's fair to blame.
So you feel that if the man should feel a certain level of rejection, and sexual frustration, and then, he chooses to go outside and have sex, the wife should not be blamed.
Absolutely not.
Why so?
Because it's not her fault that he decided to cheat. I mean, you can work out your sex life within your marriage. If you feel rejected, then maybe there are conversations you need to have. Maybe you need to go to therapy. There are exercises that you can do to repair your sex life. And if it doesn't work, then leave the marriage.
Right.
But
leave the marriage?
Yes, if it absolutely cannot work.
Really?
Sex is a very important part of the marriage. If it absolutely cannot work, if you've tried everything, and you as a man have this desire to where you feel like, it's not going to work with my wife, and I want to go outside of my marriage to have sex, then leave the marriage.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right to blame a woman for
the
her
culture.
husband's adultery. While there are a lot of ways that couples might spice up their sex lives and make things more exciting or help to boost their sex drive, I don't think that we have ever done anything specifically that has actually improved our sex life. I think we've tried some things.
What did we try?
We bought some toys. I didn't like any of them.
Just a couple of days I threw away the pack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work.
No.
Don't do it. Don't do
I
it.
know, I mean, do it.
do
if
it like if you like it.
I just thought it felt funny. Like, I like the feeling of human touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like objects touching me.
don't call it object, call it mechanism. Yeah, robotic touch. Yeah, it's really, really weird.
It's
like
weird.
we bought this ring, that vibrates. We bought we bought a lot of things. We bought cards that you can
it shows you different sex
when you
positions.
toss the die, you choose the card, it shows you different positions of sex.
And they actually didn't work for us, a lot of them, because our height difference is so large. So we'd try to get in the position, and it's like his waist is supposed to be here, it's actually here, and I'm like,
yeah. I was like, babe, what are you doing? She's like, wait.
we should make our own cards for height
For our height.
couples. There's a market for that.
Yeah, the card did not work. The dice did not work as well. Yeah, but there are really exciting things at the sex store where you can go in.
Yeah.
And then buy. Yeah, we bought that before we went to our honeymoon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but bottom line, what I was trying to say was that didn't work. Like, we tried some different things and none of it worked. I think really just the emotional connection and the improvement of our relationship helped a lot. Yeah. And I think just in general, like I said, you go through phases where sometimes you're having a lot of sex and sometimes really not. And maybe you're busy, you're stressed out, whatever, and it just changes. And that can go on for months. Like, you can have a period of months where you're just not having much sex, or you don't feel like having much sex, and that's perfectly normal.
Yeah, just I would say just talk about it with your wife, with your partner. Talk about it. Tell her how you feel. Express yourself. Be sincere. Be 100% sincere. Tell her the frustration you're going through, and you as a wife also understand the frustration, and then try to balance the equation for peace to reign.
Whatever.
Yeah, she won't agree.
Do whatever I want.
So thank you everyone for watching our videos. I hope you enjoyed the discussion about sex in marriage. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment below about anything you want us to talk about. Thank you everyone for the massive support, and bye for now.